Okay.
Perfect.
The speed of sound.
Do you want to read that one now?
Yeah, I can read it. Or did you want to?
No, now it's fine.
Start? Okay.
I just have a lag. I have a lag. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Okay. That's okay. The speed of sound, the speed of light, breaking barriers that once were sealed so tight, with all their might out of sight. Benefits come when the path is cleared to find the message hidden within. What is the cause? What is the effect? Understanding what is needed next. Why things happen, why things are placed. One might question the intentions that take place.
That's beautiful.
I love that.
Cause and effect and intentions and questioning. That's beautiful. Thank you, Crystal.
Yes, you're welcome.
So I don't think it got caught on the recording. That was channeled by Crystal pertaining to Gaia just today. So thank you.
Thank you.
So appreciative of Crystal's gifts, and we're going to go ahead and begin. And we're going to circle up, so to speak, in a triangle, since there's 3 of us, allowing ourselves to receive unconditional love, completely immersing us, soaking in, and as it soaks into all of our cells, our blood, our tissues, we feel the healing, connection, relaxation, knowing, and we feel our energy bodies becoming more prevalent and connecting to the field. In the center of our triangle, there is a golden sphere, and this golden sphere begins to grow bigger, 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 until it lands on our laps gently, allowing us to feel the unconditional love soaking into the golden sphere. Our energy centers connect with this golden sphere, and we see the bottom of it open up, receiving Gaia, and we fill our hearts with love and appreciation for Gaia. As we begin to float, going up, we are more relaxed, feeling Gaia, feeling a sense of peace. Up, 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 until we reach the council chamber, connecting with Alexandria. Welcome. Shall we begin with the anthem?
Yeah. Gaia, oh beautiful Gaia, we sing to you. Do not fear, we are here. We are sincere, you can see, to be here to guide you. From the corners, northeast, southwest, we will assist and do our best. We send you love, we send you light. We are grateful for you, this is true. Allow us to come together just for you.
Much appreciated. In this, we will say joyous occasion, we have a bounty of news to relay. We are saying Sanskrit, but this is ancient writing still circulating throughout your realm. This information will be pertinent in this regard, letting you know that it is highly useful to understand certain symbols and codes. These things speak to you quite often, though at times you don't realize it. So I refer to Sanskrit, and this news is the following. We retrieved the key, and we have uncovered some interesting details in this regard, thus referring to Sanskrit. We give it that title for it's the easiest for you to understand. This is really not, it is derived from our influences. I will say influences, but it is not entirely communication that we utilize. Thus, it is not technically Sanskrit, but this is what I know you are familiar with, and codes and symbols. So within the revealing opening after the key was found, the Sanskrit, as you would know it, revealed some information that has some, shall we say, was locked away in a curious manner. You were wondering, why would anything be locked in our realms? Just as you are experiencing a history of your current reality, we also have certain things, and though it is difficult to explain, but there are certain encounters and developments that we also address. And one of these such things was addressed by hiding away some information and having this locked and bound, we will say. So the reason we are allowing you to know all this beyond interesting information is allowing yourselves to be tuned in to codes and symbols. There may be, being that this is influenced in your realm as well, there may be some input or some interesting things that you will derive. If anything comes to your attention, please make note of it. And this will lead to much more, which we will not reveal at this time. So, there have been many adventures, so to speak, that we have gone on. If you would like to refer to them as adventures, I do cherish, you would say, and to understand that I take pride in each. I'm going to provide the word actuation. This is not the correct word, but in each, I do not want to say success because it is a given. We will absolutely. I have a better verbiage than success. It is beyond success. It is expected, and it will be such as that. So many we have undertaken. We have not always revealed to you the full updates of these ongoings, but I want you to know that we are completely monitoring, tweaking, for lack of a better term, modifying if need be. And many there's that word again, success. Many full flavored, full bodied say tournaments have been won. This is how I will refer to it. Indeed. So, if you ever wish to receive an update in regards to any former journeys, feel free to inquire. I said a bounty of news. So, in addition to any other announcements, any questions regarding prior tournaments?
How is the soil?
The soil thus far is showing no rejection, so to speak. The soil is, when I say rejection, the tournament and the introduction of our alchemy has been fully received, which was expected because it is utilizing energy, frequency, patterns, waveforms. As you know, this is indeed, thus far, the tournament has been completely conquered in this regard. The full tournament will be completed in a time span that you are familiar with within Rondon is checking.
2 seasons, I think. Harvest.
There will be, indeed, that is for the full data gathering. There will be some initial results, as you would say.
Thank you.
And your time span is in 6 months, but for our monitoring and supervision of this, we do not see any adjustments at this time.
Beautiful.
Do you think, like, by utilizing, like, the rain, let's say, do you think that would help kind of speed up that process if we set, like, specific intentions?
The assistance within the direct contact of the soil, the rain is indeed, as you would say, systematic or understanding there are certain variances as different contaminants are gathered at different locations and it is dispersed globally, but when a contaminant is received in close proximity to its disbursement, that would be more toxicity, more dense, more abundant, more prevalent in that region, in addition to some areas receive dousing of water in different amounts, but sometimes there's sparse amounts, which would cause of course, a yield to fail. And in this regard, this would be also steering of the storm streams, as you know them, and that would need to be an adjunct to that, in addition to connecting with the molecules and allowing the molecules to receive the frequency waveform patterns. This is a consideration that we did review, but this would also be subject to those variances. Thus, we decided to directly contact the soil. It is an offering, if you would like to say that. It is a on the menu, but we have not chosen to select the delicacy yet. It would be an option if more adjustments are needed, indeed. Did that answer your question, dear one?
Yes, it did. Thank you. I was thinking about that, about maybe like working, with water specifically and help remove the toxins from the water because everything needs water to survive, to live.
Your premonition is quite well received. It is indeed on the agenda. We have utilized alchemical intentions and connections and highly transforming the various contaminants in the oceans, as you referred to them. The fresh waters have not received as much intention for the variances of the contaminants. As you would imagine, the ocean containing a vast amount, and then the water being evaporated and received, and then is purified in some forms, and then released, and then it is all connected indeed. But it is also many influences. Many of the influences are not originated from the water, as you may know, and the soils affect the water. Interesting. It is all connected. So we utilized, but the freshwater reculmination, we will say, is on the agenda. So that was visionary of you. Any other questions on prior tournaments?
Really quick, what I thought about was the little guy from the cavern. I know Rondell and Martinelle and Rondon were to reunite, but I wasn't sure as far as if it was accomplished or not. And if the little guy's with his mommy.
So, as you are aware, excellent follow-up. That was in my announcement. But indeed, you have. Oh, this is why we have questions. This is excellent. This little guy, as we say, the connections known to the prior occupants of the cavern were well received, and the transfer was successful. In this regard, there was inquiry in how that, or why, I shall say, that was discovered, although gratitude is not in a plentiful vibration of these species. There was indeed the pinch of it, which is abundant for the species. But in regard to the little one, the transfer was the youngling. This transfer was successful, but the inquiry was made as to why the discovery was made. You seemed it would seem to be odd that one would be so overwhelmed with the relief of the discovery and not even to concern as to why the discovery was made. This is, of course, not surprising to us, and we did reveal the neutralization. There is no reason to alter. We would not do this, and there would be no retribution because it is no longer their territory, their home. So we would not neutralize what still was their accommodation. So in this regard, there was an inquiry as well. But we did transfer the youngling, and the youngling is safe.
Thank you. That's awesome. I would have kept them. I almost asked.
It is noble overall. The shall I say, the vibrational match is with the parents, and the parents, so to speak, is actually a collective in that regard. Thus, it is not of one's birthing as you know it. It is difficult to explain, but it is the collective that procures the maturation of their species. And I say procures because it is a procurement. The ramifications of not transferring would have be an development, as I discussed earlier, that we would want to prevent. So, but I am not surprised. It is noble, and that is unquestionably honorable, shall I say. Very well. And
I had one more thing. Sorry.
Yes.
My question is there something that Trinity and I could do to show gratitude to those who are assisting us? So like you, the council, that we can do to show our gratitude for you with your assistance and those who also helped outside of the council.
Your so this is of no surprise to you, except in one aspect. There is gratitude is we will say vibrationally. It is completely be unique. It is difficult to explain, but I will tell you this. It is not ever missed. It is not ever unseen. It is not ever that will be sufficient. Unseen or not noticed is sufficient. So your gratitude emission, I will say emission, is the most vibrant, noticeable in energetic spectrum and energetic, I will say allowances. So it is more than something we see. It is felt. It is like your equivalent of a vitamin to us. So when you are merely grateful, there is a sustenance for the universe. So when you ask, how can you show or give back, the mere act of sending and emitting that out will supplement the universe. So for you to know that, that is really quite enough. However, keeping that same formation, you would also clarify for me, are you inquiring about during our council meetings or at other times in your spectrum?
I would say both.
Very well. So during the council meetings, I do not see any additions, but that is not to say they are not on the horizon. They are just not for your ears at this time. The council meetings are fluid and will be quite pleasant and beneficial experiences mutually for what you are giving to Gaia, and your time, energy, focus, and love is being returned to you. What do they say? Tenfold? Actually, it's more. But so, in giving back, indeed, within the construct of the council, it will develop as you will see. Your contributions are well received and appreciated in that regard. Beyond the construct of the council, feel free at any time to commune with me or any member that you have a enhancement to. Well, let's say connection, we'll say enhancement. Not forgetting the secondary council. The secondary council has been working with us. We do not discuss it all the time. I do not relay every development, every nuance, because that is not feasible with your construct of time. So beyond that, your connection and continued allowances for Gaia. Within your realm, there are things that are in your purview, but you are doing this energetically is much more effectively pronounced than any allowing your voice in your society or contribution in any other manner. So for Gaia, you know how to connect and give to her and allow that on your spare time as well. Any other ideas circulating? You know what I mean. Do them. Ideas circulate all around you. I hope that helped. Very well. Okay. The last announcement is Martinelle. For you to understand, this is an equivalent of you would see it as a birthing, as a conjoining, and this is similar. Some of the species of our collective are physical and allowances of full communion are received and given. And in this regard, is Martinelle is one of these species, and he and his chosen one have received their youngling. So we wanted to announce that as well. He is
Congratulations!
He is elated, as you would understand it to be.
Yeah.
This is a first. He is a new father, as you would say in your realm. We call them here It would be similar to it would be equivalent to your word fervor or escalation and excited step up to a new venture. It is not the same for every, but this would be the equivalent understanding or description of there is an escalation of one's commitment and the procreation and population advancement that is designed to further assist and reseeding certain aspects. I believe it at that. So that is equal. I had to explain it. It is different. It's different than what you would have a definition that would be the closest I could relay. So in that regard, yes, we congratulate him. Congratulate him. The time span for maturity, if you would see it as that, is quite also advanced. So the enjoyment period is not as you would understand it. But the commitment is more for the advancement of the entire species. It is not only commitment to the youngling. Does that make sense?
Beautiful. That's big responsibility. Beautiful.
Yes, indeed. Oh, very well. Yeah. Congratulations. Right now.
Yes.
We celebrate that and okay. He says he will bring the youngling in.
Yes.
Not on this venture, but shortly.
Thank you.
He would like. This is a new announcement from him. He would like all of us to allow. This is, you would say, as a blessing, but we. Or a baptism type of thing, but this is more in our environment. It is a energetic, I will use the term infusing, it's not quite accurate, energetic coding, but what I am showing the vehicle for her to understand is basically that when the energy, so the youngling will be placed on the table and allowing us to, within the parameters set by the fervor escalator, the parameters would be, and we would, respecting those parameters, each uniquely send the frequencies, which would, it is not an infusing, it is more of a charging. Do you see? A charging, but yet that is a charge that will be running in the background. You may say programming, but this is
Like signature.
more of indeed. So that is a high honor. There may be others that will be invited for this celebration.
Are we invited?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
It's so cool. I'm so
Martinelle just
honored.
announced that. Were you not paying attention? You were?
Well, yes, I thought he was just saying it. I wasn't aware that we were getting invited.
Yes.
Thank you. Oh my goodness.
A tournament soon. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, I did not know this. We thank you, Martinelle. This is a high honor. I'm extremely excited to contribute to this youngling's contribution. Well, okay. And we have the last quadrant of the caverns. This will be, shall we say, in the number 4. This is more than it was, but these are, we would call them remote outliers in a way that there were not gatherings of large numbers. It was more of a remote station as you would see it. So I will guide, all others will convene, with Fortuitous leading the way. The first one is quite small. Fortuitous is guiding you. Again, as a reminder, it is neutralization. It is not changing anything but to a homeostasis, a neutral, not high vibratory or low vibratory as you would know to understand it. Okay. Entering and allowing your intentions to be in one accord, one manifest, and neutralizing. Small area, should not take too long. Neutralizing, neutralizing, neutralizing. Okay, we are double checking the reading. Well done. Seal that up and go into the next one. Fortuitous will lead the way. Slightly larger, more pungent, so to speak, a thicker atmosphere, if you would. Knowing that you are protected, knowing that there is nothing sticky, nothing adhesive. Okay. Neutralization, connecting to that intent in one accord. Attaching. Measuring. Still a little, let's say low. Focusing that intent again on neutralization. Okay, measuring. Very well. Number 3. Number 3 is more elongated and hallway-like, if you would understand it, but it's not the round, vast ones in the prior. This is more of a particular purpose, which is Neutralization to commence. So it should be more concentrated. It does not have to go in one straight line, so to speak, with walls on each side in a hallway formation. Neutralization, measurement. Still a little low, one extra set of focal intention, neutralization intention, connecting to that and allowing it. Okay, is good. And the last one, a little deeper. This is a shape that is not the hallway, but as you would see, like a kidney, as you would understand it. Okay. Neutralize every aspect and particle. Allowing this new and neutral energy now in all four quadrants, measuring. We are good. Return back to council chambers, and I will. Any musings on those chambers? Any observations? That is the last quadrant. So
Beautiful.
we will commence again the next tournament. Allowing for yourselves to receive and replenish any questions, observations. Very well.
Thank you so much. Congratulations again, Martinelle.
I said thank you. He is already out the door.
Yeah.
Going to the golden sphere, exiting the council chambers, going down, 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 down. The bottom of the sphere opens up. We see Gaia leave, sending her love, closes back up, and the golden sphere exits off of our laps and begins to shrink, 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 shrink. Our energy centers are back around us, surrounding us, separating out our energy, separate white shower of unconditional love. We are separated.
We are separated.
And sore.
Thank you. Thank you.
Stiff, sit
That
too
was
long.
awesome. Darn it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I get
a
sore sitting one
hummingbird.
spot.
I hope the hummingbird was loud enough that the recording got it. But right when we first started going to the cavern, a hummingbird came up and was right here. I don't know if it captured it because like it was more on this side of me. But it was like right here, and you'd be so proud. I caught myself getting excited and I took a breath and it stayed a little longer. I'm like, oh, I did such a good job.
See? Yeah.
And earlier before Gaia, this other little bird was out and about and he just kind of came up pretty close to me and he was just like, beep, beep, beep. I'm like, hi, what are you doing? Instead of like, hi, come here, let me hold you. I was just like, hello. Oh, I'm so
awesome.
excited. I'm just maintaining. Oh, I need to stop recording. Oh God.
I just